Hello, hello. Sorry for the late stream. I know I'm about an hour late. I actually got to look at a house today, so there's that. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing good because, you know, because doing good is important, you know, good mental health, etc. Then y'all vibe to that for a bit while I put in sprinkling my links here and there, you know. Getting more people to show up today. Hopefully. Alright, now last that we left off, as far as I remember, we were about to start the second trial. So hopefully we're starting from there. Because I'm sure that I saved, so. Hold on, I'm trying to find somewhere where I can put my stuff. Alright. So now that I have you guys there, let's get into the game, shall we? Hold on. Lots of chords. All right. knocked on all the doors, but nobody answered. Did they all go to see what happened? Oh, then what about the second floor of the school? That seems like one place. That's the one place that's new to all of us. That seems natural place for. Right. Map. I mean, Byakuya is always in the library, so we checked the pool. We can't go into the girls, can we? The door to the girls' locker room, I have no way of unlocking it. I couldn't go in if I wanted to. So we go into the boys. Huh? The door's open, but aren't they supposed to be locked? A body has been discovered. You know, whatever. I will unlock the doors, so please look around for your heart's content. Investigation?
It's all clear.
Just as I thought. Byakuya! Judging from what he just said, there can be no doubt a murder has really taken place. Come on! In the locker rooms, they're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? No, I would not agree. Thank you, by the way, for the person who said bless you, Cheese Devourer 420. Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody has searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girl locker room. Byakuya, you know something. You have to. He was muttering as if only talking to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. As it was a murder! No! Not Chihiro. That sucks, man. Not Chihiro. They were one of my favorites. What? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did... What did I walk into? You walked into, Danganronpa stream. Welcome, Helium Pie. Ah! Wow, the most primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Primeval? Boy's life of despair, deadly life. Deadly? Oh, hey, there's Taka up in the corner. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand, looked as cool as a cucumber. Most unusual, don't you think? I kind of like that voice better. Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally... BL of despair. He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this unfold in front of the TV screen. Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed them. How could it not be brutal? That's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, the murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It was almost that whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling too, confused to understand what he was trying to say. Before I could even begin to clear my head, hey, I heard screaming! Yeah, it's our boy! It's our boy Taka! Heck yeah! Hey, I heard screaming! Did something... Chihiro! Ah! Ding dong bing bong! A body has been discovered!
A body has been discovered!
No way.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class
Trial will begin! What the hell was that? Ah, that's right, you were unconscious during Sayaka's. He said the line! Say the line, Bart! Ah, that's right, you were unconscious during Sayaka, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body's discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine so the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement? Then Chihiro is... dead, yes. Before you start screaming your head off, let's go round everyone up. Seems like another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion. Sorry. Confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there and gathered around Chihiro's body. Dang, I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim! Which means we are now in the same position once again. Dang it, man. What in the world is this? It's a dweeb. It is all a dweeb. It is just a dweeb. In fact, I have never been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. What is Hifumi? Ah! Shut up. Well. Oh. No, there are more important things to worry about than a dumbbell. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? I want to talk to Detective Lady. Can I talk to Detective Lady? The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But do you know that thing about writing bloodlust in blood? It doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who likes to kill again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can catch up to him. Jack the Ripper? And what nickname did the internet give to the serial killer? Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks are famous all over the country. The ultimate murderous fiend. That is not an ultimate title to be proud of. By the way, is my microphone okay? Do I need to turn it up or down? Anybody want to let me know? Creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. What is this? Then this is some kind of copycat killer trying to imitate. Yeah, it's good. Thank you, Cheese. This is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? Then why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in this school?
No way.
There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is that now? Toko! Hina was pointing toward the entrance of the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No, why? Good. She fainted. And she fainted. That did not sound good. Is it Toko? Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I remember what she said about how she faints every time she sees blood. Oh. So she is hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. Ah, so she didn't faint on purpose. It doesn't count. Gotcha. Toko, can you hear me? You gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh, what? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked. You know, it happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine, yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Are you dead? Yeah. She must have hit her head really hard when she fainted. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The word pheasant has a front, back, top, landing, and bottom. A sea of truth and a web of lies. Well, this is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? It's clear to me everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone please help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? Huh? She totally ignored me. Very well, you take care of the girl. Wow, Byakuya. Wow. And the rest of us can begin the investigation the right way. Can I assume no one has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what had happened last time, surely you realize that. Why do you know so much, Byakuya? Why do you know so much, Byakuya?
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Among us! I'm sorry. Why? Yahoo! He said the line, Bart. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? Is that another one of us? Another one of us killed? A fellow classmate? What? Does that freak you out? You guys got nothing. You know that. Right? Is there just nothing down there? Oh no. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry. Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring us that, right? Hee, I sure did, chum. Chum? Allow me to pronounce... Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. So please do your very tippy top best on this investigation.
No way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all of our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. Where are you planning on going? There is nowhere to run. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. Jeez. You are very enthusiastic about all this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but don't jump into it so soon. What do you want to die? Fine, then go off and die somewhere right now. Go ahead, you waste of space. A dead body's an object? Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some sense into ya.
Calm down.
Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko?
Because...
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
That's right.
then unless if we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess up, we'll all then meet. Hold on, if that's your worry. You don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember a rule like that.
Actually...
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person? Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on that. At least the potential of a serial killer angle. Yo-ho-ho! Just one would totally murder that possibility. Farewell for now. Catch you guys at the class trial. Oh my god, it's the bear! It's the bear! It's Monokuma! I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. The only thing I know along with the gif of the girl being crushed. Yeah, the meme. The thick of it meme. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut up! Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at a room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off.
There is nothing...
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation to the site. If we don't solve this mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow them into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. First of all, I better check the Monokuma file and see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be about 2:00 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, if it's not like there's any point in complaining about it, no matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma File 2 has been updated to the truth. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course, life without purpose is quite dull, don't you know? So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me on my investigation. I'm the one doing all the heavy work. Byakuya, you're the ultimate Nepo baby. All you do is you just sit around. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve. I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, you seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though. Now then, shall we get started? But, we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. There's the dumbbell on the floor, and this one has a bloodstain. There's a bloodstain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder? Oh, does this mean that the dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Nice. Locker room dumbbell has been added. Perfect. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. Must have been splattered with the blood during the murder. Poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. Also, it's scantily. Like, it's very scanty. I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body, duh. Chihiro's dead body. The more I look, the more strange it seems. It must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure if he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. I feel like you know way too much, Byakuya. You're just like, hey, I want to show you what I did. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked a product going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and then carried here. Yeah, they could have. She was very light, and if that's true, it wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? So you're saying they came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently they were killed around 2 in the morning. Would they really been exercising that late? Hina and myself are usually in the locker room during the day. She was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I only assume she was trying to avoid us. Sure, maybe they were trying to avoid you. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the and instead they came to exercise in the middle of the night? Perhaps. However, it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned that she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying that they could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But that they also would have come in with someone else? It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been added to the truth bullet. Dude had a real complex about being weak. Did you hear her talk about it, right? I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember they said something. They said that more than once. Sure did, which explains the trip down here. But did they really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but they were a girl. They were. Dang it, I gotta dance around this. They were in existence. After all, most people built like that aren't that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what that might be. And now I believe it is time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues want to magically appear by standing around here. We'll have to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy, I got caught up with the wrong person this time. Yeah, I was gonna go on my own either way. So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation. Figure it out yourself, it's no fun. What? Oh no, hold on. Oh man. Oh, there. I realized I've forgotten where I put my stylus. That's how I make such fun little things for y'all. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? I would think going to the boys' locker room, right? That's not even the scene of the crime. Well, yeah, duh, but... There are a bunch of different pool-related items, blah, blah, blah. What? Maybe this gun was used at... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. What are we supposed to do? Huh, Byakuya? I think that we need to check out in there. Shut up, Byakuya. What do we need to check in here? Keypad? If I remember correct, the card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? I think okay, so I know that the firearm hanging up from the ceiling is because, there is a, Monokuma is like, I don't like the fact that people who, basically it was to protect the girls from guys going in, if I remember correctly. Do you have an issue with it, so you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that quickly and sharply and clapped his hands together. You called for me? The powers of the ultimate Nepo baby. Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems like Makoto has a question for you. Sure, what's up? Well, it's about this card reader. Yeah, the card readers have been designed to interface with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it is impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. So that's your answer. That's your answer, Cheese. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct! So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room and only boys can go into the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, that means the killer must have been able to get in there.
In other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get that right? Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning out a handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is completely fine. I would expect expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tokami family. Yeah, the ultimate Nepo baby, after all. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add more excitement to things. Haha, you treat me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. I'm not saying the rest of that sentence. No. Yep. Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying there's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so, So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your food together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure that out. Well, I know. Hold on. Well, I know that you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Oh, that's crazy. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. The card reader has been added to your Truth Bullets section of your handbook. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for in here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance, myself, the other day. It seems like there's a system in place where the handbooks of the dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Mizuno. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand this is the key to the loophole I revealed earlier? Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Selling your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Yeah, we get it. I see, yeah, now I understand. Main hall ebooks have been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hold on for a second. What's wrong? That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Is it broken? Who is it? Yeah, the handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right? It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs? Oh, the memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment with like what? Animal Crossing speech. The execution of the mastermind concocted a cruel, heartless death. You're right. Wouldn't it be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault? Hey, 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 hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily, but it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure and is waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook even has one single weak point. It does, but it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it somehow, without realizing its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how might that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, I feel like something is still bothers me. Broken handbook has added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, then this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest. I tracked down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? Hold on, there's still more here waiting to be checked. What else? Are you gonna start yapping? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat.
Absolutely. I have no doubt about it. Genocide Jack is the culprit of this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again, using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost attack. Genocide Jack, they say that he's killed thousands of people. And then, of course, there's Jack the Ripper, who's killed more. Or less, I don't know. I don't care. We are... I don't know what this promising god thing is. But I want to ban it because it keeps on popping up. And I don't like it. But I don't know how I can delete that, so. They say he's killed thousands of people. Oh, they say that he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, one of us could really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it and I can show you. Okay.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will prove the evidence that you need. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Ooh, does that mean, does something like that really? Ah, hey, you two. Big trouble, we need your
I
help.
don't have time to play.
We're busy, leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Paging Dr. Beat. You know. Come on, please, you gotta help me. Okay, we'll help you. It's a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency! An emergency? What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. You like her? Do you like your crazy little princess? I don't know. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that, so I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina.
Go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room specifically. You're right. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what is this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her and to see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and said that all this was weird stuff. Weird stuff? We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Huh. I may as well give it a shot. She did kind of just go straight up to me, which wasted some of my free time I could have spent with one of the other people. Sorry, it's getting a little bit cold in here. The door swung open slowly and silently. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me. What? Nothing. It's just that Hino's really worried about you holding yourself up in your room. Leave me alone. Yeah, sure thing, but could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Oh. Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the entire time when I rang a little while ago. I'll just drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down the door. But I felt like something was holding it shut from the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar a door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Oh, Byakuya! Hey, Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Oh, you're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're just so annoying. Bacula? Bacula, what?
Byakuya.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But, if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Let Hina take care of her. Oh yeah, I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Makes it sound like he has a moped. But Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. There are no clues here. Oh, there is! Where's the extension cord? If I remember that on the other side of that door. That's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Okay. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. For a Byakuya. You're letting me in here because you don't think I'm a common? I'm joking. You mean like members of the diet? Of the diet? The diet? Of the diet or something? No, I mean the ones with the real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappointed for it, take a look. There's very interesting people in there. Disappeared for it, my bad. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Reveal the real ones, Baba. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. This shelf is stuffed tight with files without really... Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh? That's a report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the lab. Oh! It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? No, that's bad. Don't look at classified stuff. There's no telling you whose crosshairs you might wind up for peeking in at it. Is that making a sound? I return the file to the shelf. Okay. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one that I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before I moved it. Then I moved it over here. It's too dark over there. So I thought I'd put it to good use. Hey, I got a coin! I got money! Blah blah, yeah, I know. What am I looking for? Here's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges and the dust, looks like something was inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there, but proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh, Byakuya? You're the only one in here. You sure you know nothing, buddy? There's a ton of thick files. If you think about looking through them, filled with graphic, disturbing photos from crime scenes, it's the kind that any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? Those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh, so are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? Yes! It's just a bunch of stuff I can't read. Otherwise, I'd be breaking a bunch of codes. The entire reason why I was interested in the library was because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, no things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label is a lie. Well, it's not that. It's just that I totally refuse to... Not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's so much. How could anyone have put this all together? I suppose it goes to show how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps... The mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? You can't believe it so easily. Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what do you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? What makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered in here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, there is no doubt. Hold up! You said that you've read all these documents and more than once? But this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Oh no! Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to a variety of government-related documents. Whoa, okay. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible? I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council, and I have within me the bloodline that will allow to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all the levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have the time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me, which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that these materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. So you're like you're a crime junkie. He loves those podcasts, doesn't he? Like Rotten Mango and stuff. He probably likes it, like the crime podcasts. True crime. That's what I was trying to go for. He's probably a true crime junkie, definitely. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of these cases by just reviewing the reports. And among all these reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf. This is a complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. First characteristic is that at every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and then the victim's body is suspended. That looks like pink milkshake, what? It's exactly the same as what it's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. The second characteristic, where the victims are suspended. Only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By that count, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only the key officials, the killer himself, knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most recently mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim? That's a key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple. The culprit is a copycat killer. He is the real Genocide Jack. That's right, the evidence of that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Is it you? Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal fiendish killer is really walking among us? Woo! Guys, the brain rot. Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? Never imagined a killer with such reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would have been good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg. I'm sorry, what, Byakuya? If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Please, please, pretty please. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
Fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look in here, but you can't take it with you. Top secret? Byakuya handed me the file. When I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. I like that shot though. His face looks a little funny. Hold on. I'm taking a photo of this. I might turn this into the next thumbnail here. I wonder, hold on, I'm gonna... Okay, I just screenshotted that. Hopefully I can do a little bit of art over it and draw my little person there. So. This thing will get a thumbnail. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where the photos from the from each crime scene had been collected. They're scissors, though. They're hung up by scissors. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tatsuru Honda, 17, Shoki Gaku, 23, Kano Issei, 14, Takeshi Yoda, 30. There was no end to it, but it came completely clear as I read. All the killers' countless victims were killed and suspended exactly the same way. And at the scenes of the murder, bloodlust was written, but there were scissors. There were scissors, Byakuya. The next page. Profiling results? All the crimes that took place either on weekdays or at night, or during holidays, either day or night. Most common times of the killing were to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be considered that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may actually suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, Gerbot. I want to like block that, but I don't have like the. Usually it pops up saying, "Hey." The key point here is that the culprit may as well have a split personality. A split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV? Like a Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? So I'm part of a totally unbelievable story. Ah, no! But this one will be way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it isn't, I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to your truth bullets. Alright, we should get going. Huh? Where are we going? Anyway, about here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Oh, wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word, and I ran after him, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things to take care of before the class trial. Huh? All of a sudden, just like that? Come on, enough of your more annoying misapprehensions did you really think we'd be together this entire time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Oh, goodbye. Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed them. That murderous fiend, it's one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's someone I have to Somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys too. And the others may come up with some info that I might find useful. Then we're going to there. Yes, Hifumi? Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Another starting quiz for me? Evidence, what did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet, but I guarantee what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Lundberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It was like when a girl bullies the boy that she likes, right? So where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She said she was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Going in there. Let us see. Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, here's the pool. I don't think we really need to be here. Oh. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the truth. I don't know. That looks like shit. Somebody, I wonder if somebody had an accident on the carpet. And then, what? This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. To the boys' locker room? Yeah. Thank you, Hifumi. By the way, for like all your help. Did you come up with anything else, Kyoko? Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking.
However,
but I have to get going. There's something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine where its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. Well, I guess I'll take another look at the body. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. We're gonna look at Chihiro again. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyways. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in some sort of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug. So wait, this isn't a rope at all. The more that I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended in the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again and again, looking through the file, something doesn't seem quite right. There's too many black bars on it. What does it all mean? Size of the dead body. Oh, one more thing. Well, one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. I figure out there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Is there new for you, Mondo? Anything new for you, Sakura? Okay. Boop. What else do I need to check? Oh, I just checked the poster again? It's a bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the type of place you find anything like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, what reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to somebody who knows a little more about the locker rooms. There's a bloodstain on the carpet. A wooga. I'm sorry. Let's talk to her again then. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it every day since it's opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really say. I've never really paid attention to the posters. I see. But there is something that has been bothering me about this locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee after I finish exercising. We have a protein coffee? In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. Mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day, I spilled some in the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. The only stain I see is the blood stain. Oh, exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone had came along and cleaned it up. But still, it's unusually clean, as if there had been never a stain to begin with. Disappearing stain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, yeah, okay, so you're saying the same thing. With girls, yes. We're gonna go back to the library. And hopefully Byakuya isn't an asshole. And he's like, no. You can't go in there again because I am asshole. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. Yeah, you said you wanted to look in here again, right? I want to take another look at the case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that is Byakuya! God damn it, Byakuya. Okay, sorry that I'm not saying much. I'm just confused why, it won't let me leave. Yeah, I want to leave the archive. What do I have? Guess not. That was back tight with books. What am I doing? Why isn't it letting me out? Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet. That extension cord. Whoa! Okay, now we can go. I see. So Byakuya was using the extension cord on the lamp, right? So I guess we just go back to the dorms? We could talk to Taka. Alright, Mr. Ishimaru, where are you? Are you in here? No, you are not. Yes, leave the area. Where is Taka? Taka was just there. Is he not in the hallway up here, then? Where's Taka? The case of the disappearing Taka. Oh, there you are. Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Dang it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It was because I wasn't strong enough. Aw, poor Taka, man. Talk about sad. So he's in the main hall. So I guess we're talking to everybody? Oh, hey Makoto, what's up? I haven't been up to anything myself. That's sure, I definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. Yeah, right. Oh, is Chihiro's handbook in here now? Okay, so we're going to go to the dining hall then. Because apparently that's an important spot. And we go to the warehouse. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't go out and she keeps on mumbling about something about Genocide Jack. So, I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course? There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Oh, you must really like donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried spending more time with her. Come to think of it, who did they spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls that much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused. They always refused. My bad. Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. She stayed away from all the girls. Were they just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh, wait, maybe. Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says that you can't judge a book by its own cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of... I never really saw them as that kind of person. Ai's account had been added to the Truth Handbook. Yes, leaving the area. We're gonna go over... That's Sakura. What I want to find is the warehouse. There it is. Miss Celestia Lunenberg. Where are you? You little American doll looking lady. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. Absolutely has everyone one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
Hmm? What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Not like you have a gym bag in your hand.
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into a bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night, and they went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag. Celeste said that she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Trial time! Whoa!
Please go through the red...
Oh my gosh, guys, it's trial time, or whatever. It's about to begin. Yay, class trial. Class trial. Ahem, so, is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember? Kidding, just kidding. How would I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of this class trial this time. Okie dokie, I'll just drag her out there kicking and screaming. One moment, please. Oh no. Just like that, he said, and a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko in behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. It's terrible. You're terrible. Whew, so now everyone here is here, right? Then also on down to the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. So we shall get going. So we shall get going. This is the time. This is time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. They were so gentle, so calm, so meek. Nobody had any problems with them. Someone made the choice to kill a person like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone's standing right here. Where? Oh. Taka's just so tall. I want to go. We have no choice. We have to do this. Yes. I gave a small nod in reply, and I just walked. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator just began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. I couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper and deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated! Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, you're rip-roaring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it, not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone please, find your seats. It's trial time! and so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, deadly. Everything is chalks. I'm sorry, I just can't stop thinking. Every single time I read this, I think of that, like, one guy, right? Who, like, the Kit Wilson or whatever, where his, like, thing was, everything is toxic, everything's this, everything's that. Yes, I do want to save the... Yes. I do want to overwrite. Set skills. Attentive influence. Then I'm melodious voice. Downshift reduces your amp speed affected during the non-stop debate and Hangman's Gambit, and then you have attentive influence, which increases the influence gauge by 2. So we're gonna save here real quick, just in case anything crazy happens, and you're done. Class trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the
Class trial? So your votes will determine... Okay, who done it? Blah, blah, we already know this.
Okay then.
So first off, let's talk about the murder weapon. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. By the way, do you need me to talk over the characters? I want to know, whoever's watching, if you need me to talk over. Because I know that the VOD sometimes doesn't pick up on the voices. The last time we did a class trial, it didn't. So I want to make sure that if I have to talk over everybody or not. I like your reading. Thank you. Just let me know. I'm just gonna stay silent. Oh, shoot. Okay.
It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Is it not that?
Chihiro's fatally, it appears it.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer kind of blunt. I bet it was an iron pipe.
There we go. You don't have to if it's tiring. It can be a little bit taxing on my throat, I will say. Can we agree that the object that was dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned,
honestly, I'm just gonna read for Makoto, because Makoto is kind of like, I guess, the MC. And since I'm doing my regular voice for the MC, I'm just gonna read for Makoto. But let me know if you can't hear any of the other voices, and I'll read for them too.
You looked at her head wound? Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here.
let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer? Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Not a new element! Why? Sure. White noise. Obstacles. White noise. X button to attach silencer. Okay, great. But if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the white noise will not appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer. Yep, I just want to focus, and that's why I am so happy that this is on gentle. I just want to focus and play the game.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Okay. There's the case file that, no, you're wrong, you know? I might know one reason he could be involved.
What? I found this
file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Yeah. Okay, we already know this.
That's right. Food lust.
Horny boy! Okay, Mr. Horny, calm down. It's actually bloodlust. Yeah, thank you, Owie.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
The position they're hung in. Whoa, boob lust. Okay.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Might as well just draw like the two circles with the dots in them.
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Tell them, Makoto. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about that are the higher-ups in the police department.
Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Ish. But there's something wrong about it.
How did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
If the culprit was you! Whoa, Byakuya.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Okay. Alright.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Okay, we just didn't get to, like, discover this? Hey, okay, wait, just, okay, yeah.
Toko has, like, blood-phobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gonna be so complicated?
Hold on. Can I not access the options to, like, turn down the background music? It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Dissociative identity disorder. Oh. Hold on. No? Oh. SC. Oh, no. I don't know. Schizo? That's it? What is this game even about? What is this? It's called Hangman's Gambit. Has a split personality. Why do we have to spell out the word schizo? Schizo?
Huh? I think I read that somewhere in the file too.
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have a what they call it, dissociative identity disorder?
Okay, but still, go and say that.
Can I please heal back my points?
Perfectly acceptable.
No, it is not.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
That is not proof. One thing that shows Toko could, her behavior changed. I got it. You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna, like, skip past all of this. The yapping.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
Ah.
What?
My bad, I just had a shiver. Which is basically like whenever you have a chill and a shiver at the same time.
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them? Last night, just before Monokuma gave
Chill
her
and
promoted
shiver.
speech,
Yeah, I
Toko
am
and
a
I
little
had
cold in
strange
here.
conversation.
I think like they had the AC on full blast, so yeah, it's just dealing with that. But it's okay. Get a blankie. Yeah, all my blankets are currently on my bed, so.
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
What a rude man.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
What a rude man.
Besides, you broke your promise first.
What was their promise?
You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
Genocide Jack didn't kill anyone though, because if you saw from the MO, it was all scissors. Like the scissors pinned people up. I thought the Akia guy was a girl because he made it sound like a British girl. Look, it's the best I can do with my voice. I cannot... His voice is like hard to replicate, and it's hard to like bounce around with that voice. But, oh, thank you, I guess?
But in spite of that promise...
Because I also gave Celeste the like high-pitched British.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
What?
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that.
Unless if she didn't like kill. She didn't kill.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person.
Take these smelling salts and sneeze.
Person? You don't mean...
Toka's body suddenly lunged backward. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... What?
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck?
How did she force her to pass out? What?
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Okay, Gremlin.
What the fuck is this?
Exactly, Mondo! I agree with you. How come her tongue is that long? Like, how does that happen? Gender? No? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
What?
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back.
I don't know. I think everybody assumed that Genocide Jack, or Genocide, the person who was a serial killer, was a dude. And so, because as you can see from the, like, dialogue, they kept on saying he's the killer, he's this, he's that, he's XYZ. So, they kept on saying he. I'm sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. So, whenever it was revealed that Genocide Jack is not a he, but is a girl that actually is the person who is Genocide Jack, that's why it's the... it's actually Genocide Jill. Though, some people also know this character as Genocider Show, spelled S-H-O, so I don't know.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gleaming soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Okay, you laughing monster. This this is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question? What's that? Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that? Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Even Monokuma has standards, apparently.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Just kidding again!
You like to make tons of jokes, don't you?
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
Hold on, you're wrong.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt. A motive? Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
No, you're wrong. Because that person wasn't suspended by scissors.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Hold on, you're wrong.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all this. Make my argument? Status of the dead body. Yeah, doesn't she do scissors and stabbies?
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that. Perhaps if you have an
Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past to modus operandi,
You're wrong.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the
Exactly
same?
the same? I'm not sure, sir. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
How's it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Uh-huh.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant.
They're very picky about the noodles. What?
But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences about the Genocide Jack cases and this one. There's one clear difference between the murders. The photos from the other Genocide Jack cases look at the neck and stomach. Let's say a clear different. The victim's fatal injury. For one, the cause of death is different. In Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed in the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Yes, that is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills in the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the
killing people to cooking? You saying the difference has to do with how he was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related on how they were suspended. In the photos of the other cases, the victims were stabbed through their hands. You'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend, right? Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? Them? They used some kind of rope to hang them up by their wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. It's the scissors. Pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Why is she biting her thumb? She ain't gonna turn into no titan.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Big Mac, are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each genocide. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be
They're all guys.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was patterns surrounding the cases. Because Chihiro was seen as a girl.
In all the Genocide Jack
In their cases, all the victims had something in common. They were all men.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill him?
When an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line.
So she likes.
Of a one and only.
So she likes yaoi. Genocide Jill likes yaoi. Oh no. That's sad. That's literally what it is.
You get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy.
You seemed like you knew too much during the case of Byakuya.
It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
He's sweating.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
So who copied her?
Yes! Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the store.
Somehow she can magically bring them.
Any scissors? Don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
She somehow has some. Take your bets now. She probably somehow has some in her, like, her pocket or something. Carries them on her. Boom. Knew it.
She's fully equipped. That's right. So I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. Those penny gutter dogs, all of you.
Except for Big Mac, of course.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. The rope's probably out of the question anyway.
No
Okay, moral compass.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be.
Why you look so nervous,
Copycat killer.
Mondo? Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Where is he? There he is!
Here's my answer.
It's Byakuya!
Byakuya.
Is it possible that you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already have looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
You say Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack and killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her. So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. See if don't look like the man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls
He
on
likes the game. He gets all excited from it. He's like, he's happy to be the one, the only, the guy who gets punished or whatever, who gets like, I don't know.
Must ask. When would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
You're acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange. Huh? Suspicious? Bye-bye. You wanted to go in the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy,
Naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
says the guy who's falling for Maid Girl.
On the contrary.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. Oh no! More? A truth flashback. Aim at the weak spot, hold down the triangle, and you'll memorize that weak spot. There's like only one that pops up, right? Okay, what do we have to figure out?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before you found the body. But he was acting weird.
You feel presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room.
No.
Take it. That's
A little pervert.
for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless.
What's so strange?
Wish he'd taken me with you.
Couldn't quite. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before you found the body.
Oh, so it's the other one.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before you found the body. But he was acting weird. You feel presented with the opportunity.
Blah blah blah. We get it. You're horny and. No, shoot. No.
There was no time. What's so strange? Wish we took me with you.
Okay, so we gotta
You said Byakuya
do that.
was acting kind of
Absorb.
weird before you found the body.
No, British boy.
You feel presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker. That's unnatural. The victim was Chihiro. No, that's wrong. I'll
tell you what's so
What's so strange about that? Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim about you going to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was a victim doesn't hold up.
That's a good answer.
No, British boy. Oh.
Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
He isn't the killer.
There is.
There is, I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences in between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? I know what it is. It's how the body was positioned. Oh, it's the library desk clamp? Yeah, the extension cord. Oh, shoot. Special scissors.
Chihiro was some kind of rope.
That's right.
Hey, Byakuya. I've never seen the road before.
You're a liar. That's wrong. You have the desk lamp to blame. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see that rope, or should I say, that extension cord.
An extension cord?
Besides, she said that she couldn't tie a knot, right? Byakuya, you've used that extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time. Went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you wouldn't discover that fact.
Must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
We're gonna just keep talking on the screen for a bit. Hydration is important. Drink water, it's healthy.
That's really what you think? Then you're
Oh, and follow, feel free to do that too.
I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room.
This is like,
And wrote that bloody mess.
is Byakuya gonna die, but he's so pretty? We're gonna let, this is the most controversial case I've heard.
Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. It's as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Oh, yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Mondo has been a little bit standoffish, huh?
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Let's call this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, could we just hold on for a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
We really need to. We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something about it that's still bothering me.
And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
You didn't.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean I can really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something. Scene of the crime.
You say you
killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? It isn't possible it could have took somewhere else? Place? Yes?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Mr. Bolo Tie over here. Well, I think it's entirely possible she was killed somewhere else and then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
I believe I do. Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up until now. Maybe Byakuya never realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
There is! The posters!
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's
hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The
poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boob supermodel. But do you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Shut up, genocider. Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was that it was moved.
I got it! The stain on the
girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to another, it's certainly possible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why did the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why did they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-hand book across the card reader.
You can actually borrow.
Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No,
she did have a way.
I highly doubt that.
I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Because Chihiro's a guy. Well. Broken E-handbook. Oh, No? Dang it. Nope. Nope, wrong, that's broken. Oh, shoot! I'm sorry. No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook. Why not? Because Leon's handbook was broken.
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
My bad.
Yes. Isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked us, like I said. She used her
No, you're wrong.
skills.
You can't fix it in the handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, she didn't modify her own handbook.
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room.
Unless if
I guess so.
the person that you were saying shield this time was a guy. Whoa.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya was the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Thank you for coming to the rescue, Kyoko.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
Why are you sweating so much, Mondo? Byakuya has those innocent eyes. Do you like Byakuya, Cheese? Be honest. Do you like Byakuya?
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
I mean, fair. I was just curious. Is Byakuya your favorite character, Cheese?
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that,
Neat.
why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
We are not. What?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm
First
sure
time
that
even
thought must
engaging with
please you.
Danganronpa. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting.
It's probably the way that I voiced. So, I don't know.
All right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty
I
expectations.
thought it was anime
shall we go?
mainly and not a video game. It started off as a video game and then it became an anime. And actually, some of the voice actors changed from the video game to the anime. For example, the voice actor for Mondo is in the game is the same guy that voices the dude that goes at Smith. This wine, it tastes the same as it remembers, or whatever the heck. Shel Silverstein, and then Christopher Sabat takes over in the anime. So before I knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was back where the body was.
the girls' locker room?
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Examine? You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very
Entire body?
Examine her carefully. Like using our
Okay, Mr. Pervert, calm down.
Oh, wait.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over the girl's body.
Fine. I'll do it.
It's not that I'm freaked out or anything. It's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Ah, thank you, Sakura Ogami.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Oh, how wrong you are.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action?
Ah, you like Yaoi and Yuri genocider, huh?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
The intrusion. Oh no. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine the body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is it? Not
What is it?
possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Don't do it. Don't do it.
is a boy.
That isn't bad. They're just a fanboy.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Really true?
What's really true? They're just a fanboy.
Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
What? Oh. Sakura? Yeah, Sakura's a girl.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
The person hanging by the extension cord, that's a dude. That's why if you have ever caught me saying they instead of she, it's for good reason. Because yeah, Sakura's a dude. Sorry, no, Sakura's a girl. Sorry, got it confused. Sakura's a girl. Sakura's a lady. Very buff lady. She is known as the ultimate martial artist. Sakura's a girl.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
It's like, okay, that comment right there feels very much like a teacher, right? Where they're like, okay, good thing, Billy, that you said your hyperfixation of the day, but now we're gonna go all the way back to math. So yeah, you know.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. Don't, Makoto, don't.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
You're looking a little nervous, Bianca.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity.
I don't like this and don't support this, by the way. People can be comfortable within their own skin. Whatever it may be, whatever skin you know, whatever you want to be, feel free. I don't like how this goes. That's why I kept on saying they. Now, I knew this from the beginning. Granted, because I like to kind of research a little bit of what I want to play before I'm like, yeah. Byakuya was looking at his titties. I'm sorry. But yeah, people can be people at the end of the day. Don't take this game and be like, this is the truth. This was made in the 2000s. This is how they viewed this sort of thing in the 2000s. This is not how it's viewed today. So for some of the things, I'm going to stay quiet because I do not align with whatever is being said. Are we good? Especially for the people who this is going to go on YouTube. Don't hate me for this. I don't really like this trial too much.
This is the most titillating situation!
Is that really a word?
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries
Fair enough, I might be
finally
overthinking it.
become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become
Fair
very
enough, I am kind of
interesting.
overthinking it, Cheese.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems so easygoing about all this, like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like he doesn't have anything to do with it.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with it?
You look bored. Plus, the evidence that was left behind was a little too, how can I put it, overt. He consciously chose the extension cord knowing that it would connect him to the mortar. Moida. Yeah, the Moida. I'm sorry. Knowing that it could connect him to the murder. At least that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy,
If you really were the killer,
that stuff wouldn't have any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Little arrogant Nepo baby.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
Tampering with the body is some bad omen, man. Yeah. He tampered with evidence. He would be going into jail faster than you could say lickety split.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say it for sure without talking about it a little more.
Seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear.
Lickety split, yeah.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group. One more time. We still have time to make our decision.
Lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our
Game of hide and seek? But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing that we can be sure to know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. So the crime scene was the boys' locker room. You would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Celeste account. The jacksuit. Tracksuit, what? Oh. Oh, we can't, like, agree?
All we need right now is any kind of new window.
No? Oh, it's another one of those truth things, isn't it?
Nobody can be sure if someone saw the kill. Perhaps someone saw the victim. It's gone.
All we need right now is any kind of new window.
No?
Isn't there a single clue? Nobody can be sure if someone saw the. Perhaps someone saw the victim.
It's over. You want to know who saw the killer?
Nope. No, that's wrong. Finally, after like trying to figure it out.
I believe
someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes.
I did see it. Yeah. Huh?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you have no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Double bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when you said something that struck me as rather odd.
Why would you murder Chihiro? He's so cute. Yeah, they're adorable. I will say. I'm actually a little sad that I can't work with them anymore. You know.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry?
Only if someone were waiting for him. I wonder who.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times.
I wonder what sort of tiger or creature they Sakura had to fight in order to get all those scars. By the way, that is absolutely cool.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
The marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
The one who's freaking out in the corner, who has more sprites than normal.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
The person who's freaking out and has more sprites than normal?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
I didn't get to see that.
Details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
We can look at everybody.
We wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Who here is a guy who likes to work out?
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
It was a bright blue, sky blue jacket.
Let's explore.
More argument time! Woohoo!
First of all, we know where Chihiro was. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific track?
What do you mean, the specific track?
I got it! He picked that track. It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what's this? The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
You don't even have a specific size.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
I got it from the
Did any of that really help us get
Not a chance.
Okay, so
First of all, he was on his way. So next is, why did he choose?
What do you mean, the specific track?
okay, my bad.
It matched the one the culprit was
So, what you're saying, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
No?
First of all, he was on his way. So next
Okay,
is,
so
why
I
did
guess
he
it is
choose?
the count.
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, it's wrong.
Hold on a second, Mondo.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
What I said.
Right.
When Celeste
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said, I saw him stuffing a track jacket. So overstimulating. Yeah. This is an ADHD person's best friend and nightmare.
She never said anything
About the jacket's color. Whoa. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
You just... Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Sky bright blue. Ah.
before we began the trial. Did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
See, he's getting new sprites. He's guilty for sure.
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Terry with it before he died. That's the only possibility. So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it. According to Celeste's testimony, it was almost like,
When Celeste...
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of completely making sure the jacket was in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Oop.
You handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit riddled with obvious empty network? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Yeah.
That's why you said you knew he did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Whoa.
Why?
But why? What made you so suspicious? Because he was sweating right next to me.
That's a good question.
The way he talked.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dudes. For girls, it's chicks. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Oh.
Notice such a tiny detail? Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're probably frightful.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Oh.
Mondo,
Mondo, was it really you?
did you really
kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth.
You were my friend.
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
You're in charge of a biker gang. What do you think? That was unexpected? Yeah.
Yeah, he would never do something like that.
The moral compass of the biker gang leader.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
You're what?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah.
What? Yeah, that reminds me of me. Were you telling me that you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it here calmly,
I'm actually not worried about what he's going to say because he's the horny little gremlin.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
if you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? That must belong to Chihiro.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so tragic.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an
Awful lot to break one.
This one does appear to be broken.
Okay, what does it take to break?
Useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Mondo, is yours working right now?
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you? I forgot that I said that I was going to be saying everything Makoto said.
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma?
Extreme heat?
What is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
It's great! You know?
I flippin' knew it.
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt.
Because it's steam?
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of
Oh,
air
great, we get to learn about how a sauna works.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel
This is a vibe, by the way. I like this song.
So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Thank you, Monokuma. You know.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
I knew that bromance thing was not just for bromance.
How'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who has done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I do.
I might know someone who did.
I might know someone who did. Boom! It's like I wrote this thing.
Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was... Where's Biker Boy? I mean, he... Look at that! It's a face that a mother can love. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why do you keep accusing him?
You like him, don't you, Taka? Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for that contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize he also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. Versus Taka, who went in there bare, you know. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it. His endurance... I don't know! The euphemism is that they became bros, and they became like super bros for some reason. But I feel like they became a little bit more than bros. Though, I've mentioned this to some people and they're like, that's how men friendships are. And I'm like, are you sure that that's how men friendships are? Because that's not normal.
Hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof.
Oh no, I gotta do the rhythm game. They definitely touched each other. They probably did. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt. Oh, is it the rhythm game? Do I have to do the... Oh, nope. Oh, no! That one. It's the Broken E handbook.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then
Hold on. I forgot how to go through. Okay.
You broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what matters
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh, shoot.
See? Look, Makoto was... Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Boom. No, you're wrong. They definitely... Yeah, okay. Yeah, cheese, I would agree. Most people in the fandom, or a good bit of the fandom, also probably agrees with you. Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
What is that supposed to mean?
Broken E handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
what I mean is...
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think that he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have been broken.
That's right. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
No, he's borrowing it, quote unquote.
Here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student.
If they're dead, they're not a student! Oh my god!
Kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo...
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
I'm happy to admit
I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong.
This is gonna be fun.
You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we will all see if I was right or wrong. He's closing his eyes just like, I'm gonna tell them how this happens. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. I don't know what's supposed to go there, though. Well, you shall see. No, not that. Oh, never mind. That is here. You know that Byakuya did a little silly and he... went to the bathhouse. He wrote bloodlust. that. I'm probably wrong, but first let's take a look back to before the incident. It says warning. Warning. Thank you. Thank you for that. I will change that. I wrote that down. I like typed it in because I had a feeling that people would actually like ignore the fact that, yeah. Okay, first let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was they were apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out though it was officially nighttime. They made it to the locker room, suspiciously the boys. Oh, you know why? I need to switch around this and that. Okay, there we go. They went into the boys' locker room. With a bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. They made their way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently who they saw as a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because they were actually a guy. Which why they were able to use their own handbook to gain entrance into the boys' locker room. Once inside, they met with someone there, and the person they met with was the one who killed them. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell and approached the unsuspecting Chihiro. And attacked them. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and the carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment the body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Okay. That means I need to swap this and that around. Wait, hold on. Yeah.
Here's exactly what happened.
Which is why the killer hurried and tried to hide the app. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the poster. And then finally carrying everything into the girls' locker room. The girls' handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. Oh, the handbooks are like a card! Like a credit card. I thought they were bigger. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, boy could get into the girls' locker room without much of a problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker rooms in what you would call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya decided to be a little bit of a gremlin and, you know, make things worse. So, after stumbling in on his crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord and he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body, took some of the blood, wrote bloodlust, and made it look like it was a genocide jack.
Using the victim's own blood. He left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
And then the actual dude went into the air fryer room or whatever. Bag and other belongings arrived at the sauna. There they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. They just threw it in there, turned it on, and just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. So now the killer knew that the handbook wouldn't stand up to the heated sauna. And that reason, they knew that That is because the Sana had already wrecked their own handbook, and that's how it all played out. Mondo Awada. I didn't know that the handbook was the size of like a credit card. Size of a credit card, though. Wait, no, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence?
Evidence? You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Evidence that Mondo's the killer. That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. Yeah, I have to. Fever time and... Whoa! Do they need to unanimously vote? Yeah, they do. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, your opponent will not. Yep, good. So if I press R1, I can like slow things down. Okay, Mondo. I'm sorry, Mondo.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence.
1.
I won't listen. False.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Okay, cool. Oh, I love how they just like photoshopped them backwards. How are they going to convince his boyfriend? My thinking so far is right. Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. This song is also the only thing I know about Danganronpa because I heard it on Instagram once and saved it. Yeah. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, well... We don't gotta do that. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
What? Okay, what was your reason? Did I get an A? Oh, I got a B in one of the sections. I still got an A by the end, guys! Let's go! I won! How many coins do I get? 60! Woo! I got 60 coins!
Bro, what are you saying?
Oh no, not his boyfriend. Oh no, not his boyfriend, man. Taka's had enough issues as it is.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting. No holding on. Time for the moment we've all
I've been waiting for. Punishment time! Or something.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh look, it's Monopoly. It's Monopoly slots. Uh-oh, looks like this time you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed, the guilty that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Awada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. Why do they keep killing each other? In order to leave. That's it. That's the reason, plain and simple. They want to leave. Though they each have like their own reasons to do it. There's no way he could kill someone. Sorry. But why? Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so let me explain on his behalf.
Actually,
That story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone else who doesn't really want to hear it, you can skip it. I want to hear it. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. If you're so weak even though you're a boy, he heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and bury himself further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. Oh no. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, and instead it only grew stronger and stronger. Aw, poor Chihiro! Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to face that fact. After all, in this world is survival of the fittest, and if you're not strong, you don't survive. And then, the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though okay. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone know about, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, that would be the end. The hardened shell would crack and the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry. But...
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so then when somebody says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get stronger. And with that thought, at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought that it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And that person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro was always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that with Mondo's support, he would ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls'?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been a part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body destroy a secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how they got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so they tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anybody to know.
I knew it.
So that's what... Aw, Mondo loves Chihiro. Mondo cares for Chihiro. So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone. It's impossible! How many times must I repeat himself? What, no? How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, you obviously can, that's all to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had a chance to join a gang in the first place is because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother, his name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, he had grown into the biggest biker gang into the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. Peaches and gravy? You mean biscuits and gravy? But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness and reputation began to gnaw at Mondo's very own soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this game with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is just make the gang look dead. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of all the other members of the gang. Which is why... I gotta get stronger than Daya. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during that race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Oh no! His brother died. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I messed up. Sorry. Of course he knew that it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep everything together. Because it's a team. You and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep that gang together and keep his promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused an accident. As a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner that the kid who had bested his big brother, Daya, was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. Sorry, the Monokuma voice takes a lot out of you. He wanted to leave the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized he wasn't as strong as he thought he was, or something like that. No matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And when the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, at that point it was clear I would have no problem shedding a light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why I... Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a sort of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro had asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he had told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? Because, you kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like I was exposing the lie I'd been... He was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what you're saying is I should just say it?
What?
You're saying that if I really am, I should be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness to try to overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you messing with me right now?
No. I'm not making fun of you. You're really strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Poor little Chihiro. Yeah.
Damn you.
What? I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you. And stronger than Daya.
Who's Daya?
I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was lying at my feet covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him on the ground. Hey! I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all that time, I'm still just as weak as I've ever been. And thanks to that, I can never take it back. Mondo! Oh my gosh, sorry, I felt like something like a bubble in my throat. that's not fun. Like, talking in that deep voice is definitely, like, fun. Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side from everyone. That's his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. Yeah. But then, like, people who watch this on YouTube, Cheese, might not have this in, like, full screen or might be reading it. They might have it as background noise, especially some people who also watch the stream. So that's why I kind of, like, read it. For a secret from the past, and for a memory. Also, it gives me a chance to, like, work on voices, which is also what I enjoy. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't. You bastard! Just shut up. Go ahead and say that again, I dare you. Whoa! Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I can't do it right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
You kidding me?
You mean an execution? That's what I promised you, right? The guilty that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on. Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Awada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait. Let's give it everything we got. It's punishment time. I said wait. Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made from one man to another. Ooh, punishment time. I wonder what Mondo's is. It has to be bike related. Plinko? Oh, it is bike related. He's tied to a surfboard. And Monokuma's there too. There's a cage. With tigers, okay. Hamster wheel. Cage of death. Okay. Well, the budget goes to the death scenes. I would like to say that, but they got like some really good voice actors, so I think part of the budget goes there too. But the school budget, probably. Or at least like whoever's in charge of the school budget. Where did he go? What? Oh. Mondo butter. I don't get it, but you know. Mondo butter. Bro got turned into butter. Laugh at death, and your soul will forever be at peace. I guess we have extra food now. It can't be. My brother. Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Okay, Makoto. LG turned like butter. I don't know what LG means, but yeah, turn. Oh no, I guess that's an I. My bad. I guess turn like butter. Yeah. I want to. Yeah, cheese. Exactly. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Ah! Oh yeah, I can't do that. Scream. Oh, poor Chaka! No! Baby! happy. Aw, he's sad. As talk of sad screams evaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. We'll see. We'll see about that. Anyone ever end themselves? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I kinda know. But I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. But of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. But Byakuya? You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you not realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because the game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way? Byakuya's locked in. Why do you have to go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to
I don't particularly care. Please, continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mundo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? What? Do you mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool, he didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. So you're saying you knew who the culprit... So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning? Indeed, but if I had been in the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought that it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up? So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene?
But
Yeah, but dang, man. If we hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it didn't, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
But once I do decide to become guilty, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next? You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, this despair, is my gift to mankind itself. You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope into despair. What do you mean? Oh, sorry. I gotta figure out her voice again. Dang it. What do you mean? 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 Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every single stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. Ah, the noble son of a noble family, truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up. I wouldn't never stoop to the level of a childish criminal such as you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand? In the name of the Togami family, which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Ooh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, temper! Oh, hoo-hoo-hoo! Temper, temper! Sounds like someone needs a nap. Goodness, I need a nap. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell. Had more of a future than us. Wow. All of our courage, all of our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask. There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean. Gotta make it neutral. We don't know who this is.
My. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. That's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Ooh. Boy's Life of Despair over! Guys, we just finished chapter 2! There's only 10 left! To be continued, One Piece, you know, style. Crazy Diamond Present. I know, it's gonna show up as a black screen in the corner. Wow! We got a jacket! I'm at least gonna, like, get up to a point where I can save. Oh no, it's Owie!
I shouldn't cry, but I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Okay, donuts. Okay. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donuts, donut holes, masaladas.
Okay.
Oh god, donuts. I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary. Huh? What's that sound? It sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But
I'm super scared, but... Is someone there? Okay, and we're gonna stop it here. Or The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial, everyone met up in the dining hall like always. Am I good to save? Can I save here? I can save here. And so we're gonna end it there. How'd you guys like it? I'm happy that I got to provide this for all of you guys, so... I will see y'all on Saturday, where we will continue from here. Thanks, Cheese. And thank you for whoever watched the stream. Hopefully, thank you guys for watching the video. And have a wonderful rest of your day, your week. And come and visit the Starcade as soon as you can. Alright, bye.